Yo, what's up? JP here, bringing you my next installment in this How to Lift series. Today we are talking about the bench press for beginners. Now, if you've never really been taught or coached through a bench press before, then this video is going to be really useful for you. I talk about some really basic points that you can start to apply in your own training straight away. Now, I can already see it in before. Do you even bench? No, the bench press isn't my best lift by any means. However, if you're early on in your lifting career, then I'm sure these tips are going to help you. Let's get straight into it, guys. Okay, so the first point that I want to make today is about retracting of the shoulder blades. Now, this is often something that novices find very difficult, especially if they don't have the strength or the motor control through the upper back and scapular retractors to be able to do this. So you can see me here pulling my shoulder blades back underneath the bench and comparing that to having my shoulders forward. This is going to decrease the range of motion that the bar has to move, but as well increase the safety of your shoulder joint, especially in the bottom position. So you can see the difference here between protracted and retracted. Here's a really good view of what that looks like from underneath the bench. You don't want your shoulders to be forward, you want them to be back as hard as you can, and you want them to be squeezed together throughout the whole range of motion, from the bottom of your chest right through the lockout. Okay, so my second point is about where the bar touches yourself on your body. Oftentimes people touch the bar far too high on their chest, and you can see that here. Bar touching right on top of the chest with the elbow splayed out. This puts the shoulder in a very weak position, and as well increases risk of injury. Another issue is people who touch far too low. Now, this doesn't happen quite as often as the touching too high, but you can see touching right on the top of the belly makes it very difficult to press the bar back up. Ideally, the bar should be touching at a midpoint. Now, where this exact point is will vary between individuals, but just below the chest line is a very good place to start, and you can see that here, maybe an inch or two below the nipple is a good place to start. Okay, then my third point is about elbow position. You don't want your elbows to be too far behind or too far in front of the bar. So here you can see that my elbow is right behind the bar. That puts a lot of pressure through my rotator cuff, making it very difficult. Similarly, you don't want your elbows to be far too tucked. Some people get caught up with this whole tucking of the elbows thing. No need for that. The elbow should be under the bar and maybe ever so slightly in front. So that's probably too far back, and this is a good position. That's going to be the best position to press from. Okay, my fourth point is about stability, and the best way to stay stable on the bench is by putting your feet back just a little bit and pushing into the ground through your quads. You want to use your quads to push your body up the bench, and that's going to help you stay stable so that you're not rocking around on the bench. Pressing on a stable surface is going to be the strongest position, so tuck your feet back, push through your heels, and push through your quads. Okay, so here's an example of me putting it all together in before Do You Even Bench bra. So you can see that I'm touching at a nice point, not too low on my chest, not too high on my chest. My elbows are tucked just a little bit to be under the bar. You can see my feet are flat on the floor, and I'm pushing through my quads, and I'm staying as stable as possible. My shoulder blades are retracted at all times, and I'm not allowing my shoulders to be thrown forward as I press out, which is a common issue. When people press, that last inch or two of range of motion comes from the shoulders, and they throw the bar out. Alright guys, I hope that helped you out a little bit. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. My next little project is going to be a little how to deadlift video, which I'm sure a lot of people will be excited for. I have been asked about that a couple of times. So stay tuned so you don't miss out. Thanks for the support. Make sure to share the video. Catch.
Joey, come back! How the fuck did you get a bicycle? Holy crap, I'm running like a bicycle person. Oh my god.